somewhat of a reverse came back return figure.
Yeah.
Last year. How is this different, being out there actually?
Yeah, it'll be more emotional, obviously, being back there. Last year it was kind of a weird timing. It was 2 or 3 days after I got traded, so it was a bit of a tough time. Also, I mean, I didn't see anybody before I left, so it was good to be able to kind of come back and say goodbye to everyone. I was pretty happy I wasn't playing that game, but I'm excited for this one. I mean, it'll be fun to compete against my guys that I've played with for a long time and be on the other side of it in here. I'm sure it'll be a pretty intense game, so it'll be fun to play in front of the Bruins fans again, and so I'm excited.
What are you anticipating from the fans? I mean, your game is one that maybe doesn't endear you to the opposing fan base, but it's a little different here.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it's going to be tough with some people. Like, they won't be able to cheer because I know they don't like the Panthers very much. But maybe they'll like me enough to give it a little yay out there or something. But yeah, no, I think that it'll be. I think there'll be a little bit of love there. Maybe if I do something good, if I do something bad, they'll probably boo me pretty quick. But they're pretty passionate here, so they might have forgot already and just treat me like any other Panther player.
Paul said it took you about an hour to start chirping in the locker room when you got to Florida. What do you attribute that to, be able to break yourself so quickly?
Well, I just didn't like anybody, so I was gonna let them know. No, it's just me, right? Like that. I think that's how I make things a little less awkward, maybe, or just lighten up the mood a little bit. But they also have. I mean, we got a great locker room that makes it very easy to walk into, and a lot of guys like chirping in there too. So it makes it easy just to follow in. I think a lot of guys understood that it was a bit of a tough position for me leaving Boston, and really tried to make me feel comfortable there. So really appreciated, guys kind of going out of their way to make it easier on me coming in. And it did. I mean, it was also tough because I wasn't playing, so I wasn't around a ton. So it definitely helped with the transition a lot.
When do you have to come in tomorrow?
So just like local friends and my wife and kids are here, in-laws. That's it. I think more people watching from afar.
Have you connected with anyone yet, or will you tonight?
Oh, they just, I think they're getting in later this evening, so I'll probably not tonight, maybe tomorrow night after the game. Yeah.
How about you coming?
Oh, I saw it. Yeah, I went to dinner with Bergie and Z and Tuke and Quater last night. So that was a nice reunion. A bunch of old guys sitting together reminiscing.
Battles and practices, but what's it going to be like going up against some of your former teammates?
It'll be different for sure, being on the other side of it. You always want to go in and there's a respect factor and a love for the guys, but it gets pretty intense pretty quick out there. It takes one guy kind of even bumping you the wrong way, and emotions get high. They have a very competitive team, like aggressive style, and guys compete. So I mean, it's just naturally going to be elevated. So yeah, I'm sure it'll be. We'll keep the nice chatter for before or after.
There's a lot of leadership out of this lineup right now. Did you have to consciously assume a little more of that, or how did you approach this?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I think at this point I just kind of am who I am, and I just I just try to be myself, and it's tough when you lose a guy like Barkey and Chucky. Chucky's a very vocal guy in the room and on the ice and in practice and kind of everywhere, where Barkey just kind of leads by example, and obviously he plays big minutes. So it's hard to replace guys like that, and same with Cooley and Nosey being out. Cooley's a very vocal guy, kind of always laughing and lightening up the room, and so it's hard when you lose guys like that. They're really hard to replace. So I just try to chat a bit and try to be a little bit more vocal. But other than that, we still have a ton of leadership in the room, and a lot of guys that don't need to be led. They just they go about their business, and they're really good pros.
Who paid for dinner last
they bullied me. I had to, yeah.
How do you prepare for something tomorrow, emotionally and mentally?
Well, I think I'm just excited about it. I'm just going to try to enjoy it. I don't really know what to expect, emotionally. I think the closest I got to being on the other side was being here for Team Canada and against Team USA. And even that was a little bit different, I would say, and in the way that I felt. But yeah, I'm just excited about it. It'll be fun to be back here. It'll be fun to play the Bruins. It'll be fun to play against teammates and have friends and family in the building again. So, I'm just going to, these are things that down the road I think I'll really appreciate. And there's been enough moments that I kind of went through and I didn't take it in enough or I didn't really appreciate it. And, this is one that I will make sure that I do.
When Matt Sundin went back to Toronto, he was so taken with the face, he couldn't do a face-off. Could you, knowing how emotional you are and how much you loved it here, could you see that happening?
Yeah, for sure. Luckily, I'm not a centerman, so I don't have to take the face off. But yeah, for sure. I mean, I kind of thought about it for the first time last night. Being here, I was actually going to dinner, and on the way over, I was kind of thinking about it and started to get a little emotional. Just, it kind of hits you when you're here a little bit more. I haven't thought about it a ton up until this point, but I think that's probably why I don't, because I know I'll get emotional about it, but yeah, it'll be hard not to. I mean, there's too many memories, and I was here too long for it not to. Maybe tomorrow. Rule of odds, not tomorrow.
What does that mean to you, sort of, that number, sort of reflecting on how you got there?
Yeah, I think the craziest thing is kind of how I got there. Once I had my first stint, I played 20 games. I think I had an assist in my first game, and then nothing across the board after that. It was looking like a pretty slim chance I was going to be, a top-line guy here in this league. I think we all kind of thought maybe it'd be fourth line and hopefully move up from there. But I think it was a great wake-up call that, it's a very difficult league to be in and have success in. So, I learned a lot just from that little stint. And so from when you look at that first 20-game window to where I am now, it's been a pretty incredible run. And I remember when I was 16 or 17 years old, my buddy got drafted to the Mooseheads, and Bobby Smith was the owner, and someone said he had 1,000 points in the NHL, and I was like, that's insane. The chance of playing 1,000 games are, you need 20 years to, 15 healthy years, and a lot of guys need more than that to do it. That's crazy. So to have that many points is a pretty spectacular stat. So yeah, I mean, hopefully can get there, and it will be something that I'll be very, very proud of if it does. And you look back, it's been a pretty magical run, one I never ever thought that I'd be blessed to have, but very grateful for it.
The last game, Brad, are you aware in the heat of the moment that you have Darwin's helmet?
Oh yeah. I actually thought I did a great job at restraining myself because I wanted to toss it into the crowd. But might have been a little more than a fine if I did that.
So that was plan B, to go to the box?
Yeah, it was it. It was either I throw it or I rip it, and I ripped it. Probably should have just put it down next time.
But obviously, like we talked about, a lot of fans are really, going to give you a warm reception, but you have that now in Florida as well.
Yeah.
Really, the guys get to kind of be beloved by two different fan bases. Just, especially now, as you said, if you get farther along in your career, just what's your relationship like with the fans? How much do you just appreciate?
I love it. Yeah, I love interacting with the fans, and my wife actually said that to me the other day. She's blown away with the support in Florida. We thought we'd go down there and you kind of hide out, nobody knows you. I think I get recognized there more than here now, and the support in Florida now is incredible. And it's pretty special to have a fan base in two places like I've been at. Obviously, winning helps, and it brings a tremendous amount of recognition to the game in that area. But I mean, I enjoy it. I mean, I'm a fan of the game. I was a fan of the game growing up, and when I was young, like, I'll never forget that I met one of the guys that I looked up to, and he wasn't very nice to me, and I hated him after that. So I've always, as we all have bad days. I'm not perfect in every situation with fans, but I think it's fun to interact. They appreciate it, they enjoy it, and half the time when a fan says something to me and they're making fun of me or something, I say something back, they appreciate it, and they're like, man, I actually love you. Like, I didn't mean what I said, and so just like, I just don't think that happens very much in our sport where you interact a lot. But I think it's special to be in this position where, you do have people that recognize you and want to interact with you, and there'll be a time when it's done, and you won't be able to do it anymore. So I try to enjoy it and embrace it and have fun. I think I get a fun personality, and I just try to embrace that. Not all the time, but a lot of times.
Brad, the Olympics are a couple of months away. Do you allow yourself to think about that in the grind of a regular season?
Yeah, I think about it. I've thought about it for 12 years now. That's been one of the driving factors of my training and trying to push the play to this point. It's a position I never thought that I'd be in, to be able to potentially play for a team like that. So it's definitely something I think about now and I focus on. But I mean, to focus on that is more just preparing and making sure you're focused on each and every game and day, and doing the things that you have to do to have success. And what I mean by that is like, I don't mean scoring. I mean just like playing well and being really detailed in your game. So yeah, I mean, you can't think about it all the time, but it's in the back of my mind for sure.
Someone asked you what's the best thing about Boston. What would you say?
Fans, for sure. I mean, hockey-wise, like, the city's incredible. I mean, I've lived in a bunch of different areas around here, and the city's incredible, but the fans make it awesome, and they're just very unique. Some of the stories and the things that I've seen fans do, and a lot of them aren't PG rated, in like playoff runs and stuff like that. It's so special, and I think so unique to this area. And I mean, it's as simple as like every time I'd go get a coffee, I'd go to the same routine, so same coffee shop every day. Message on your cup, about if I had a good game or bad game the night before, you know what I mean? Like, oh, tough one for you last night. So, I mean, all the way down, they bleed black and gold, and that's part of why I think there's so much pressure on the team to have success, and why they focus on it so much is, I mean, you can't slip. I mean, you guys see it. You're all here every day, and like, you don't have the ability to slip in the city, or you're going to hear about it. And we wanted to produce and be good for the fans and live up to that reputation. And so it makes it special to play here.
Brad, I'm sure sometimes you didn't appreciate hearing about it in the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Now, with a little bit of distance, do you kind of appreciate that give and take?
From the fans?
Yeah.
Yeah. From the fans, from the media, like, for everything. I mean, I think just as I've gotten older, I've been appreciated for it more. I don't take it as personal. I know the fans are saying things and they're upset because they care. Like, they want, like, they're proud of their team, and they want to be behind a team that competes and has success, and they want to see us win. And the media, same thing. And so as before, when I was younger, I think I take it personally, and I feel like we're being attacked. And I felt like, we're trying, and we want to win just as bad. But at the same time, there's a responsibility that comes with this team, with playing with this team. And then that's what I grew to understand is it's not because they don't like you. It's because, you know, when you sign up to play here, you sign up to carry the burden of understanding that you need to have success here. And if you don't, you're going to hear about it, and you know, you better shut up and just take it, because you know that when you sign up. So you know, you want to play for a fan base. You go to all these places around the league where people don't show up and don't care, and they don't say anything. They don't hear about hockey when you leave the rink. But this is a real sports city, so when you leave, you know, they care about it. You know, they'll take it home and wear it to work the next day, just like you do. You know, they don't just turn the TV off and forget about it. So when you have a fan base that's passionate like that, you know, you got to embrace and appreciate it.
Brad, I was gonna say, obviously a big deal to me about the culture here in Boston that you versus Alberta. It feels like Florida had a great culture, has a great room.
Yeah.
After you got established, did you feel like there was anything you wanted to bring from what you had here in Boston in terms of little nuances? And if not, did you learn anything about leadership here?
Yeah, I did. I mean, they have a phenomenal culture. Really impressed with the way things are done there. I mean, part of why I want to stay. I just, you know, they are on a mission right now, like from ownership down to be the best and to, you know, to exceed even what they accomplished last year. So, you know, I felt like I was learning. I have never been part of a different organization, so there's a lot for me to learn. I mean, when you're in one area, like, you just learn what's around you. You know, it was a great learning opportunity for me to go in and see, you know, what their leadership group does and how they handle their day to day and from top down. So, I know I felt like I was learning more going in there than what I was bringing to the table. And also, I mean, I was in a different position. Like, I didn't have to go in and be the leader. It was just another guy kind of pulling on the rope. So it was a great opportunity for me to just kind of sit back and see what everyone was doing. Not sit back, but like just watch what other guys were doing, learn from them, and be in a different room, different environment. It was just, you know, it was a nice opportunity to grow, and it was obviously a new experience, and you can learn a lot from that. You can learn a lot from, you know, failures and everything. So try to take the things that I learned here. Yeah, I mean, the reason why I think that the team is so strong and has had so much success lately is, like, I don't look at anyone in there and be like, oh, that guy needs to learn. Like, everyone's pretty good leader in their own right now. They got some young guys they're kind of coming up and are going to have some very bright futures. But the way these guys handle their day to day is extremely impressive. Cool. Thanks, everyone.